Hi, my name is Olivia Rickenback, and I'm doing my speech about what the media wants you to hear. Since growing up, I've been fascinated with conspiracy theories and anything that was odd with the media. I would think it was worthwhile to think something else was actually happening instead of the way it was being portrayed on the news. Whether or not that was a good thing, I do not know. Because of current situations in the world today, especially in the news, we are told many things far from the truth or situations that are distorted to lean towards one person's viewpoint. In order to change what we know is true or not, one must be educated on the deliverance of fake news. Now we'll talk about media deception. Talk about why the media the way it is, how it is portrayed. And usually media is biased even though they claim not to be. You'll see many times online where they'll say that they're not supporting a certain candidate, and then they'll put quotes about them on there, and it actually shows that they're actually supporting them. Another one is fake news is usually more interesting. When you see things on the news, they're usually bad things. You don't usually see good things. And that's because bad things are just more interesting, and they can add some fake details in to make the story better. Also, media does not know the whole story before explaining it. Sometimes they'll put a few clips of a certain situation on the news, and they won't have the whole story, and you kind of only get bits and pieces of it, so it's kind of like part of it that's not right. Also, and this will lead to the viewers only watching certain segments, and they won't be able to receive all the information about it. So here's some quotes from people about this subject and people that have worked in the media. There's one by John Swinton. He's a former managing editor from New York Times, and he says there is no such thing at this state of the world's history in America as an independent press. He said, "I am paid weekly for keeping my honest opinion out of the paper I'm connected with." So he's basically saying that he doesn't put what really happens or his opinion about it, which can be good or bad. He has to put in some things that will make the story more interesting, and that cannot be really the truth. He said, if I allowed my honest opinions to appear in one issue of the paper, before 24 hours my occupation would be gone. So he's already saying if he says the truth, basically, then he will not be in his job. The business of the journalist is to destroy the truth, to lie outright, to pervert, to fawn at the feet of the news, and to sell his country and his race for the daily bread. So he's basically saying that their whole goal is to just lie and say a bunch of things in it. And so he was the former managing editor. Also, the CIA, we have six main contributors to news sources like Disney, CBS, CNN, Fox, UPN, and NBC, and those are the six people that make up the news. And so when you're watching it, you're only getting viewpoints from those certain people, and they control it. So they only say what they want to say. And the CIA tried to make a program for the media called Operation Mockingbird. And even though that name suggests a total control of the U.S. media system. So right then and there, they wanted to make a program that would control the media so that they can say what they wanted to. When this happened, word leaked out about it and about the CIA project, and the Senate actually made an investigation about it, and they exposed it, and despite it, the operation did not die. They still tried to get this program to go through, but it did not. After this happened, a former CIA director, William Colby, said the CIA owns everyone of any significance in the major media. The CIA also quoted they have reporters on their payroll. So they're trying to get fake news put in so that it can be more interesting, and they can own a large part of it, so they are able to put whatever they want in it. Another quote from another CIA director was, we all know our disinformation program is complete when everything the American public believes is false. So basically, they're trying to tell you that they want things to be false. And also Henry Ford, which everyone knows who he is, he says it is well enough that people of the nation do not understand our banking system, for if they did, I would believe there would be a revolution before tomorrow morning. So he's saying if people actually found out about this, then there would be a stance against it. So in conclusion, do not trust the media messenger. If someone finds something odd about something other than what you watch on television, it's basically because there are many different conflicting sides. The best advantage to you is finding out what really happened in certain situations. So look at multiple news channels. Don't just watch one because it could be biased according to the other one. So thank you for listening to my speech.